Nau mai hoki mai anō ki te kāuta nei. Welcome back to the kitchen. Now today I'm going to be making a Banoffee pavlova. I'm going to package this up and I'm going to send it off to Joan. And Joan was nominated by her sister-in-law Nisa, who spoke about all of her commitment in being in the COVID response team. And so, ngā mihi nui ki a koe, Joan. I hope you love this pavlova. Pūrini kahuta hunga hunga. That is the Māori word for pavlova. Very long, isn't it? What I usually find is that pavlova can be too sweet. So what I've done is I've pulled back the caster sugar, the huka one, and I've added in some huka kokonati, some coconut sugar. So just gives it a beautiful rounded flavour. Nā reira, ko te mahi tuatahi, the first thing for you to do is turn your oven on to 150 degrees and let's get started. Koinei ngā kai ka whakamahia e tātou, here are the ingredients you need. Kia kotahi kapu me te rua kokonui huka one, 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of caster sugar. Kia haurua kapu huka kokonati, half a cup of coconut sugar. Kia ono whakakahu heki, 6 egg whites. Kia haurua kokoiti creamy tata, half a teaspoon of creme tara. Kia kotahi kokonui iho hu pere, 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence. Kia kotahi kokonui puehu kanga, 1 tablespoon of corn flour. Kia kotahi kokonui winikama, 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. Me timata tātou, let's get started. So first, into a sifter goes our huka kokonati and huka one. Sift that on in, and then you'll often get bigger grinds of huka kokonati left over, so I just squish them in a mortar and pestle, or you can do it in a food processor. Add it to your bowl, and now we move on to our whakakahu heki, our egg whites. Add them to a bowl along with the creamy tata. Over medium speed, whakapā huka huka, whip. And you want to whip these until you get soft peaks like so. It should look like that. Now for 6 minutes on medium speed, keep whipping, and every 30 seconds add some more of your sugar mix. Whakapā huka huka tia, whip it. After 6 minutes of good whipping, add your iho hu pire, your puehu kanga, and winikama. You want to keep whipping on medium-high speed for 1 more minute, 1 to 2 more minutes, until you get a super glossy meringue that looks like that. So good. Now I trace a circle onto baking paper of 20 centimetres. I use a little bit of my mixture as glue, flip over your baking paper and stick it down. And now using that 20 centimetre guide, spread out your pavlova mixture. Now I went a little bit high here, people, so go slightly lower and have more of a dip in the middle, which gives you more spreadability room when you add on your toppings. Do as I say, not as I do. Ka pai. So there's our beautiful pavlova all finished. Now what you want to do is place it in the oven, turn your oven down to 100 degrees and bake it for 2 hours. Once it's baked, do not open the door, just leave it for up to 5 hours or preferably overnight. I'll show you what it looks like. And this is something I prepared a little earlier. Ka pai. Now all we need is to add our beautiful toppings. Nā reira, I te tuatahi me mahi tātou I te karamea hāha. A luscious caramel we shall make. Kia whitu te kaumārima karamu pata, 75 grams of butter. Kia haurua kapu huka muscovado, huka haura rānei, half a cup of muscovado sugar or brown sugar. Kia kotahi rau rua te kaumārima rita mano creamy, 125 ml of cream. He kine tote, a pinch of salt. Me mahi karamea tātou, let's make some caramel. Into a pot, add your pata and huka. Now over low heat, you just want to melt this until the sugar is melted and the butter and sugar are one. Bring it to a simmer and then slowly pour in your karimi and sprinkle in your tote. And then you want to simmer it over low to medium heat for about 5 minutes and it will start to thicken and look like that. And it's done. Look how amazing that is. Te tiro mai ki tēnei. Woohoo! He karamea hāha, luscious caramel. So we're just going to leave that and it will just get thicker and thicker on the bench. And now we're going to move on to our remaining toppings. Kia ruarau, me te kaukaramu creme fraiche, 250 grams of creme fraiche. Kia kotahi me te haurua kapu kirimi, 1.5 cups of cream. Kia hauwhakapu puehuhuka, 1/4 cup of icing sugar. Kia kotahi kokoiti hinamona, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Kia kotahi kokonui iho hūpere, 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence. Kia haurua kapu nutty pecan, 1/2 cup of pecans toasted. Kia ono te kaukaramu tiakare te parori, 60 grams of dark chocolate. Kia toru banana, 3 bananas. So into your mixing bowl goes the creme fraiche. And you just want to gently whip this. Remember, this needs to be chilled straight from the fridge. As you whip, pour in your creme and add your puehuhuka. In goes the hinamona and iho hūpere. All you need to do now is just whip it until it's thick. Whakaputa, whip it. And then we get that consistency, which is perfect. Now we move on to our nutty pecan, our pecan nuts. They've just been lightly toasted and we just chop them up in preparation. Next, we move on to our tiakare te parori, our dark chocolate. Chop this all up really finely and put 3/4 of it into a bowl, microwave it until it's melted, and then you just want to add the remainder chocolate in and stir it through. And this is kind of a cheats tempering of chocolate. Once that's ready, you want to get something round. I've chosen to use my rolling pin, and I just put some baking paper over top, and then I just paint the chocolate on. I reckon something smaller would give you a better curl, just saying. This is it, set and ready to go. And then I just break it into little shards, and as you can see, my chocolate is not tempered. It's really bendy, but you know what? We're still using it. Kei te pai, it's all good. Now it is time to decorate our pav. I added the creme here, but I actually would not recommend doing that. Put your panana, your bananas first. Kaiakwe, it's up to you. Next come our panana, layer them on. If you've got more of a space on your pav, then you can get heaps in there. So, as I said, make it a bit bigger. On goes some more creme. You know I love to pipe things, so here we go. I'm piping it, but you can just spoon it on with your spoon if you like and swirl it about. And look, kara mea haha, luscious caramel. Sprinkle over our nutty pecan, our pecan nuts, and put your chocolate shards on top, your tiakarete, or arrange it however you want to. I just drizzle over some more karamea, and then I was like, you know, it's Christmas, let's do some gold leaf. You know I love that. Voila! Ko oti pai te mahi, it is done. Let's cut into this bad boy, looking amazing. Add a little chocolate shard, drizzle over some caramel, and it's a good time. Ka pai e te whānau. So we have our rustic banoffee pie. We've got a really light, delicate pavlova, beautiful cream, bananas, a rich caramel, pecans, and some chocolatey goodness at the top. It's a good time. I just wanted to acknowledge Joan and to everybody out there who is helping keep our nation safe out there in the COVID teams. We thank you so much. He mihi nui kia koutou katoa. And Joan, we hope you love this pavlova. Nā reira I tēnei wā, ko oti te mahi, mā te wā. Whakapā huka huka, whip. Whakapā huka huka tia. Whip it. Whakapā huka huka tia ngā whakakahu heki. Whip the egg whites. Ha ha, luscious. He karamea ha ha, luscious caramel.